And sometimes I feel like I do know everybody. I feel like the culmination of my experiences, starting back when I was a curious and precocious 5-year-old up till today, is that CAC has become so much more than a collection of people to me. CAC has truly become my family. Whether I realized it or not, this was something I was learning from birth. You see, my father also learned the value of community when he attended CAC many years ago, and he has passed on that appreciation and wisdom to me. The enduring legacy of CAC is that it fosters community and family in all those whom it touches. For the past 70 years, 70 groups of students have stood here on this very stage at the foot of the Sphinx, preparing to go out into the world. And for 70 years, CAC has prepared them for that by instilling in them a sense of community which transcends language, culture, and borders. The world might see others, but we see the possibility of new friends and new family. This is definitely true of our class. Over the years, we have seen friends come and go. We have seen a great deal of political turmoil. We have experienced triumphs and we have tasted the bitter sting of failure. Together, we have cried tears of laughter and we have wept tears of grief. We have worked together, studied together, and played together. Most importantly, we have grown together. We have all helped each other on this path towards adulthood. In many ways, we are a product of one another. I am overwhelmingly humbled to be standing here with you today. My fellow members of CAC's class of 2019, we are about to go forth from here and into the world. As we do so, we leave behind us our friends and family, but the desire and will to build community will go with us. As we encounter strangers and others, we will be the ones to start conversations, to ask questions, to tell stories, and to build relationships. We will be the ones who take strangers and others and turn them into friends and family. That is the legacy of CAC, and that is the legacy that I envision for each and every one of us. Class of 2019, I love you, and I am so excited for what we will do for this world. Thank you.
It is my privilege now to introduce the class of 2019 valedictorian. Valedictorians are distinguished for their exceptional academic achievement in high school. Beyond academics, Sarah Barakat is a fitness guru, a lover of animals, a little sister, a loyal friend, and deeply committed to helping others in the greater Cairo community. Her contributions to Cairo American College go far beyond the short 3 years she's been with us. As shared from her parents, Sarah was born in Knoxville, Tennessee. After a few years of being immersed in friendly Southern hospitality, she moved on to Belgium, where she spent her early years baking, playing the piano, and as a shy girl from her mother again, clinging to her mom's legs at many times. Many may not know this, but at the young age of 7, Sarah had already perfected DIY videos showing the world how to make a perfect chocolate mousse and in a perfect British accent. Cairo was lucky to have Sarah return when she initially attended a school, I'll say the school up the road, before arriving at CAC her 10th grade year. I remember seeing Sarah shortly after her arrival at CAC as a rather shy student, a bit timid during Harkness discussions. What a transformation I've seen as her principal over these 3 years, recently listening to her dissect and analyze complicated ideas in her IB English literature class. When I think about Sarah and the many gifts she will offer the world, a book title repeatedly comes to mind, Quiet, the Power of Introverts. The author Susan Cain writes this, and it reminds me deeply of Sarah. More introverted individuals tend to be philosophical or spiritual in their orientation rather than materialistic or even hedonistic. They often describe themselves as creative, as intuitive. They dream vividly. They love music, nature, art, and physical beauty. They feel exceptionally strong emotions, sometimes acute bouts of joy, but also melancholy from their emotional connections with others. Introverts also process information about their environment, both physical and emotional, unusually deeply. They tend to notice subtleties that others miss. Another person's shift in mood, say, or a light bulb burning a touch too brightly. The future world will be well served by individuals who think deeply, care passionately, and act compassionately. People like Sarah Barakat. The University of Chicago, one of the finest universities in the world, is lucky to have her coming their way. It is my pleasure to invite the class of 2019 valedictorian to come forward, Sarah Barakat.
It is the box that makes it possible to transport cargo across the Atlantic. It is the box that makes it possible to store cold cuts in your refrigerator. It is a box that we hide presents inside of at birthdays and Christmas time. But for me, it is so much more. For me, the box also makes it possible to define who I am. We all have different ways of thinking about the world. The way I like to think about the world is as a series of boxes. In my mind, we all have a collection of boxes. Some of them are bigger than others, and some more prioritized than others. They range in size and shape, resembling everything from worn-out cardboard boxes to airtight lock and locks. Upon deep reflection, you'll find that everyone has a unique set of boxes, which define them. Be it boxes of humor, creativity, energy, or even sensitivity. Within our class of many cultures and kinds, each one of us carries with them a very different collection of boxes. But the one thing we all have in common is that these boxes provide us with a sense of our identity. As we are exposed to different environments and meet new people, our set of boxes develops. Some of our boxes are removed, while some are altered in size. Perhaps surrounding yourself with new people allows your box of empathy to grow, or learning new ideas drives your box of creativity to evolve. This is how we learn and grow, by giving and taking from each other's boxes, which aids in shaping our identity. Our most defining characteristics form from the most prominent boxes we carry around. Within this exceptional class of 83, I've come across completely unique collections of boxes. Some of us have boxes of adventure, where we are most fulfilled while taking new risks and experiences. Some have boxes of creativity, who find gratification through art and imagination. But for me, the most dominant box I carry around is stress. And I can also confirm that I'm content only when this box is filled to the brim. At times when there's absolutely nothing to stress about, you will still find me throwing in anything to fill this box up. My mother can attest to the fact that when our baladi bread is not cut into two precisely equal halves, that is a prime cause of stress. Or even when I leave my house at 7:17 a.m. instead of 7:13 a.m., I'm stressed that I will miss first block. You could almost say I feel incomplete without stress in my life. So you can imagine how much of my stress box has been filled by the prospect of giving this speech. Throughout my time here at CAC, my set of boxes has evolved. As I was exposed to new ideas and made new friends, I was able to trade and change the shapes and sizes of my boxes. It fascinates me the way in which we can add, alter, or remove boxes from our lives, and how in the process of meeting new people, we find ourselves taking from each other's boxes while giving from our own. This was a crucial value I learned at CAC, as I spent my time learning from those around me and succeeding to give and take from each other's boxes, which has eventually developed each and every one of our characters. We managed to build off of each other and truly learn from each other while still keeping our own unique and special personalities. However, at times I let my box of stress dominate my thoughts. It defines who I was for most of my high school career. What I've realized is that these boxes do not merely shape our characters, but they also give us a sense of comfort and safety. They could impede growth as much as they encourage it. Despite the development of each of our collections, we still feel the need to hang on to some of our biggest boxes, even if they are negative. Although at times my box of stress was too big and took up too much of my thoughts, it played a significant role in shaping who I am today. To the class of 2019, now as we depart to our new environments, I want to ask you guys to do one thing. Remember your boxes. Be mindful of them. Try to feed the good ones and minimize the bad. University life will give us the opportunity to share and trade boxes. Essentially, this will be a fresh start. Personally, I lived most of my senior year allowing my box of stress to dominate my thoughts while defining who I am, who I was. Now is the time for me to try and change that. We all have a chance to try and change who we are. For the next 4 years, we all have a perfect opportunity to keep an open mind, open eyes, and open boxes. Let us strive to become the best versions of ourselves. Thank you.
It is my pleasure again to invite Mr. Rutherford forward to introduce the CAC Lifetime students.
Lifers, please come forward. CAC has made a special mark on each of our 83 seniors, an indelible mark, hopefully. But for these 15 young men and women, we must take much responsibility. They have attended CAC for their entire student career, so what they have become is, to a significant extent, what CAC has made them. I'd like to thank their parents for their huge investment in these young people's education and for the trust that they have given CAC to mold and help shape these young men and women, Screaming Eagles for life. From grades 1 to grade 12, Yusuf Amr Amin. I'm going to read a whole bunch of names now. From kindergarten to grade 12, Ziad Ibrahim Abdul Karim Al-Mayouf. Omar Sharif El-Zayat. Saif Heikel. Lena Khalifa. Salma Khader. Mohammed Marwan. Yusuf Shabana. Sungji Song. David Vergara Schleich. Mona Wadman. And the ultimate lifers from pre-K all the way through 12th grade, Mazen Kamel. Fatima Khater. Hoda Shahata. And Alina Worth. Thank you, lifers. Thank you, parents.
Thank you, Lifers. Please be seated. We have a diverse group of young men and women sitting here before us, 42 young women and 41 young men. representing 16 diverse nationalities. This is a class that will be remembered for their entrepreneur spirit, school leadership, class unity, approachability, and outstanding academic achievement. Members of the class of 2019 will matriculate at many of the most competitive universities in the world and received cumulative scholarship offers amounting to $4.1 million US. 2 students received complete tuition, room and board, and fees for their entire 4 years of higher education. The class of 2019 received 362 offers of admission from 229 different universities in 13 countries. Graduates will enroll in 58 different universities in 8 different countries, with many matriculating at their #1 choice in the world. More important than their academic prowess, I grew to know this class intensely and learned much from them through their encouragement, and at times, actually, it was their demands to keep me engaged as their principal. A list of firsts for me via the class of 2019, and just a quick ones. My first attendance at the NJAS regional competition, my first attendance at Thyman, which was absolutely amazing, and my first attendance to help plan the new athletic conference, the ISAA. Also, the class of 2019 will join me in ending some chapters at CAC, the likely last full year in the high school relocation plan, the last year in ISSTs, and of course my last year as the high school principal. I will remember the class of 2019 fondly. You are a remarkable group of young adults. Your impact will continue far beyond the CAC walls. In conclusion, and as shared in your 4 speeches this morning via Youssef, be true to yourself. Via song, don't ever let go of the curiosity that is too easily lost from childhood. From safe, always choose a conversation to forge new relationships. And from Sarah, reflect on the unique facets that make you a unique individual. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present the class of 2019. Now it is time for the awarding of your diplomas. Counselors, please join me on stage. I would like to remind the audience, it has been a tradition of CAC that current and former faculty, staff, board members, and special individuals on the stage be given the opportunity to come forward to present their son or daughter with a respective diploma. On behalf of the school trustees, Dr. Board Chair, Dr. Maha El-Shinawi, the head of school, Mr. Wayne Rutherford, will join us on stage for the presentation of the diplomas. Will the first row please rise?
Yusuf Ahmed Shabana, presented by his mother, Dr. Maha El-Shinawi, current CAC board member. Layla Soledad Murphy, presented by her father, Sean Murphy, former CAC board chair. Kareem Mohammed Taher.
Layla Omar. Mohammed Ahmed Mohammed Ashraf Marwan. Maylise de Valgrenat, presented by her father Geoffroy de Valgrenat, current CAC administration member. Mazen Kamlo, presented by his mother, Dr. Heba Farouk, current CAC faculty member. Tamara Mohammed Ahmed, presented by her mother, Dalia Radwan, current CAC board member. Saifola Omar Haiko. Farida Wassam Galal. Hussein Ashraf Hussein Ayad. Lina Ashraf Khalifa. Roland Benjamin Geyer. Advika Mehra. Omar Mohammed Samir Abdallah. Sarah Barakat. Quinn Y. Wong. Sung Ji Song. Hesham Hassan Abdu. Amina Hussein El Sheikh. Tamer Edward Saba. Mona Nasreen Wadman. Mahmoud Taimur Abdelbaki. Alina Worth. Omar Sharif El Zayed. Jana Samir Araf. Habib Sami Saeed.
Hoda Sharif Shahata. Ziad Ibrahim Abdul Karim Al Mayouf. Sabrina Mohammed Al Shazli. Yusuf Amr Amin. Sarah Michal Al Mansour. Calvin Emil Kennedy, presented by his mother, Reverend Dr. Elizabeth Kennedy, special stage guest to deliver the benediction. Reem Mohammed Al Sharif. Hirohito Tomida. Fatima Hatem Kata. Sang Wan Cho. Salma Heder. Samuel Billingsley Rutherford, presented by his father Wayne Rutherford, current CAC head of school. Mala Somo Fofak. Mohammed Khalid Abouayed. Zeneb Tarek Al-Gamo. Titus Lincoln Oldham, presented by his father Ken Oldham, current CAC board member. Summer Gouch Nasrallah. Jae Woo Lee. Nazli Omar Ramadan. Riyad Karim Kawem. Zaina Hussein Faizala, presented by her mother Soha Kamel, current CAC Tech Integration Specialist. Saif Khalid Rashad. Alia Khalid Rashad. Faris Sheikh Baruhi. Kaya Grace Obstrup. Fadi Hazem Nabil Tafi.